What costs $200 million and takes 15 years to complete? Answer is the South Lawrence Trafficway, also known as the SLT. This project connects K-10 highway through the south side of Lawrence. This summer I've been working as an engineering intern for the Kansas Department of Transportation on the project. My job has been to inspect every road, bridge, and component of the highway. I've done this to make sure that the contractors are building the highway according to all the specifications. The South Lawrence Trafficway is an important piece of infrastructure that has had a long journey to get to the point it's at. In this speech, I will cover the processes from planning and design to earthwork and construction. Initially, the highway ended on the west side of Lawrence, and cars would have to drive through the city to connect back up with K-10 on the east side. In this aerial view of Lawrence, the original K-10 highway is shown in white. It would end at the south side of Lawrence. Cars would have to travel through the city, which would cause longer travel times and congestion to connect back up with K-10. Shown in pink is the SLT, which is a 6-mile stretch of highway that will make K-10 highway a continuous road through Lawrence. According to ksdot.org, planning for this project began in 2001, but construction didn't begin until 2013. Some of this time was spent by engineers designing the road and 21 unique bridges. Another reason the planning took so long was due to the highway being built through the protected Baker wetlands. Also, permits and funding had to be acquired before anything could begin. The highway would impact 58 acres of the wetlands, but in response, KDOT, or the Kansas Department of Transportation, created 317 acres of wetlands to replace the ones destroyed. To do this, the land had to be dug out and flooded to create the wetlands. Next, protective measures for the wildlife were installed, such as noise-blocking walls and drains for the construction area. The earthwork to create these wetlands took up the most time and money, making the project the single largest in the history of Kansas, indicated by southlawrencetrafficway.org. Another major part of the earthwork was creating the embankments and road placements. Once the earthwork is finished, the first part in creating the road begins with spraying calcium oxide or lime on the dirt. This is mixed into the dirt and compacted, and it reduces the plasticity of the ground and therefore creates a solid base layer for the road. Next, gravel is poured on the dirt and compacted to the correct road height. Then, rebar is laid out in grids and in preparation for the paver. The paver drives over the gravel and pours the concrete for the road. A separate paver is used to pour the curbs. Finally, finishing work is done on the concrete, such as brooming for visual appeal and cutting joints to allow for expansion so the road doesn't break when it freezes. A few days later, the concrete is fully cured and ready to be driven on. Virginia DOT states that the average time for them to complete a road is 2 to 3 years. The South Lawrence Trafficway will fit within the 3 years for the construction portion, even though the total length is only 6 miles. The SLT is scheduled to be completed in the fall of 2016, bringing this project to an end after 15 years. Let me end by saying that the years put into this project have been carefully spent planning and constructing this solution to the highway so it can be the best that it can and to preserve the natural wetlands. A generous effort was put in by KDOT to protect the wildlife and enhance the habitats of multiple animals. Also impressive is the dedication, money, and time spent by the state to complete each step of constructing the highway from earthwork to paving for the people of Lawrence and the surrounding area. Remember, the next time that you're on K-10 passing through the south side of Lawrence, all the steps and hard work that went into creating this highway. Thank you.